This is a brief introduction to sets. A set is a well-defined collection of objects. What we mean by well-defined is that there is a clear rule describing how something can be an element or a part of that set. So if we look at our examples over on the right, E is the prime numbers less than 14. There's a clear rule there that defines them. Every prime number that is smaller than 14 is in the set E. But if we thought about something like the set A is the good movies that were released in the 1990s. That is not as well defined because what defines a good movie is different based upon what metric you use. Was it financially successful? Was it critically acclaimed? Or is it just that you happen to like the movie? But if somebody else doesn't, they would disagree as to what goes in that set. But nobody can really disagree with a prime number. If it is actually a prime number, then it belongs in the set that contains the prime numbers less than 14. So the way that we would represent these sets when we write them out, we'll take E for example here, as you would say E is equal to, and then these are going to be bound by those curly brackets or braces, alright? So you draw them out like that, and then every term that goes in the set is known as an element, and all the elements within the set when we're listing them are separated out by commas. So our prime numbers less than 14 are going to be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. And then we close it off with curly brackets at the end. And that's how that works out. Alright. The other way that we can represent a set is graphically. And when we represent a set graphically, we do so with a Venn diagram. So what we'll do is we'll list out the elements of the sets D here, and then we'll have a look at how that'll be put into a Venn diagram. The rule that we're going to come to with this particular set, though, is that we don't repeat elements within a set. So even though there are 4 S's in success and 2 C's and 2 E's, we're only going to list those particular letters once each. So the D being the letters of the word success is just going to be S, U, C, and E, like that. And that's that. And if we were to put that into a Venn diagram would be a circle like so. We'd label it D in this case, and then every single element is going to be a labeled point within here. So you put down a dot, label it S, down a dot, label it U, a dot, label it C, and another dot, label it E. And that is a Venn diagram of our set D. Right. The other thing we got to look at in this particular video is just these symbols up here, the element of and not an element of. So this symbol here means is an element of. And the way that would be used would be to say 2 is an element of E. So you can put that down like that. So 2 is an element of E because 2 is in the set E. Whereas if we were trying to do this to say not an element of, you could say that A is not an element of D, because A is not an element of the set D. It's not in the set D. So that's what those two things mean. That's all there is for the moment.